This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tel Tanner.
And we're back on Monday for the Lancer Locker. My name is Tel Tanner. Let's go ahead and get straight to everything today because we've got a lot to talk about as we talk about Mount Marty University athletics. First things first, we got to talk about the lead story of the day. Billy Hancock, the new home run king of Mount Marty University. Billy Hancock, the catcher for the Mount Marty University Lancers, has hit career home run number 47. That is 47. It is the number one all-time number in Mount Marty history. He passes his old former coach in Jason Nelson, who had the career record previously with 46. Now, Hancock actually entered the day too shy of the record, 3 from breaking it. He ended up having 3 home runs in one day yesterday as the Lancers split on the road with Doane. Yeah, Doane, in the day split 7-8. He actually hit a grand slam in game 1, even though the Lancers did fall 8-7. And then they won game 2, where he had 2 bombs over the fence. 20-13 was the final score of that one. So Billy Hancock, 3 home runs in one day yesterday to make him the new home run king of Mount Marty University. Let's go ahead and keep things rolling here with our week in review, some other scores going on around Lancer Nation. We'll start it off on the tennis side of things. First off, the Lancer women's tennis program fell 0-7 to the College of St. Mary yesterday in Yankton, South Dakota. The men's tennis team, however, they picked up their first ever win in program history in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. 2-9 overall, now 1-3 in conference. They defeated Hastings 5-2 in Hastings, Nebraska. Did it on the road. It was a great win on Saturday for the Mount Marty University Lancers, claiming their first ever GPAC win. So congrats to them. Go to Mount Marty University softball now. 13-14 overall is the softball team, 6-6 in conference. Over the weekend, the Lancer softball program had a couple of games. Actually, they ended up having 2 games on Tuesday of last week with Jamestown. They won both of those, 3-1 and 4-1 in Yankton. And then on a doubleheader with Morningside University, they ended up splitting in that one. 6-1 on Friday, the first game, 1-2. They won that one the next game on Friday. So they split against Morningside there. And now they have 2 games tonight as well. The College of St. Mary is in town, and they're actually playing right now. It was a 4 p.m. First pitch on that one, 6 p.m. second. And it's actually youth night down at Sertoma Park right now, East Sertoma Field. So go ahead and head down. Enjoy some Lancer softball. They are actually playing right now. They actually, first pitch was about a half an hour ago. And so we'll have score updates tomorrow morning here on KYNT. I ain't going to be in the booth for much longer. I've only got about a half an hour, and we're even going at a different time today. We're going at 4:30 instead of 5:30 today because in a half hour, we've got Yankton High School baseball on the airwaves. Braden Butler is going to have the call of this one. Braden Butler is at Riverside Field for the Yankton Bucks baseball program. That doubleheader coming up later this evening. We will have all the coverage on KYNT. Let's go ahead and go to the baseball team now. Once again, Billy Hancock over the weekend became the home run king. But there was more that happened. They actually played 4 games and had a rough weekend. They had a 1-3 weekend. 4-5 and 2-6 were the final scores at Northwestern in Orange City. Northwestern actually got the day sweep over the Lancers, a rare thing on a very good Lancer program. And then yesterday on Sunday, Doane University, doubleheader on the road. They split those games. Once again, Hancock, 3 home runs in the day, became the home run king. Now the Lancers are 30-11 overall, 13-7 in conference. I believe sitting at 4th in conference right now as we are really approaching the final stretch of conference play. They only have 3 opponents left, split over the next 2 weekends. They have Dordt University, a doubleheader Friday, Jamestown University, a doubleheader Sunday, and then next weekend, a 4-game Friday-Saturday series with Hastings at home. This is KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450. Let's go ahead and take a break here on the Lancer Locker. When we return, we're speaking with Billy Hancock. I spoke with him earlier today about breaking the record. That interview coming up next.
Finding a primary care provider who fits your needs is vital. With Dr. Amanda Sedlacek at Yankton Medical Clinic, the focus is on you and your health journey. As a doctor of osteopathic medicine, Dr. Sedlacek takes a whole-person approach to medicine. She provides comprehensive care for both women and men, including routine, preventative, and acute care, along with screenings and necessary treatments. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Amanda Sedlacek today. Learn more at yanktonmedicalclinic.com. So much care, so close to home.
Purchasing a home in a competitive market can be frustrating. Having to make quick decisions is stressful. That's why it's important to be guided by an experienced real estate professional. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and as an agent with more than 15 years of experience, I'll guide you through the home buying process and give you information necessary to make the right decisions in your home search. Call me today at 664-5555.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more. All at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. For your convenience, you can call and order curbside pickup or order online at meatlodge.com. The Meat Lodge in Yankton, on the way to the lake, on Highway 52.
What's special about Slumberland is ours is a free service. They get to come into our store. It helps the customer understand how the space is going to work so that they don't feel nervous about their purchase. If you live locally, you can set up an appointment with one of our sales representatives where we can come into your home and help you understand if you want to go shopping in your own home and bring some different pieces in to help them work with maybe the new piece you're looking for.
Free interior design service at Yankton Slumberland, located at 2401 Broadway Avenue.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Well, we are back here on KYNT, the Lancer Locker. Let's go ahead and go straight to our interview we had with Billy Hancock earlier today. I got to speak with him pretty briefly about the record that he just set and what it really meant to him. Now, Billy Hancock, once again, just set the all-time record at Mount Marty University for career home runs hit. He hit 47 of them, and he did it 3 of them in one day. Three in one day yesterday to break the record. I sat down with Billy Hancock earlier today on the phone. Let's go to that interview now. All right, well, first of all, congratulations, man, on setting the all-time record. That had to be something that was in the back of your mind throughout this season, was it not?
Yes, it definitely was, and it just kind of kept staying there, and, I just kind of had to fight it off and just play my game.
So as you went through the season, you obviously, in order to set this record, you actually ended up passing one of your former coaches in Jason Nelson. Was he talking to you about this, about breaking his record, and what did he say to you after you broke it?
I don't know. We talked about it, and I was just happy that I was able to have him as my coach, and he pretty much just said that he was happy that I could do that and that one of his players could do that.
Well, Hancock, you are the all-time leader at Mount Marty University. What does that mean to you?
It means a whole lot to me, just going through a lot through high school. I wasn't a very big kid, and found a school that was meant for me, and just kind of worked my way into my size and just took off from there, and been having fun with it ever since.
Well, Billy, when the moment came, it was 3 home runs in one day. It was a great day for you and a day split for the Lancers. When the moment finally came, when that 3rd home run of the day and the record was set, what was the reaction from your teammates? Can you walk me through that moment?
Everybody knew that was the one, and, everyone met me outside the dugout. My mom had tears in her eyes, and everyone's just kind of congratulating me as I touched home plate for number 47.
So your mom was able to be there in attendance for it. Who else was there for you?
My dad was also there, and my 2 sisters, so my whole family was there.
What was that like, being able to have them there for that particular day?
It was very special, and some could say it was almost meant to be because they don't always get to be there all together. So that was very special.
Well, as you go through the rest of this season, now that that record is behind you, does it help calm you down a little bit because you know you're not working for that exact thing anymore? You're just able to kind of focus on the game itself?
Yes and no. I mean, baseball is a sport that's very mental, so you just kind of have to keep the same approach that I had yesterday and just stick with your approach, and good things happen.
As you get toward the postseason, what do you think of this 30-win team now for the Lancers? As you get to the postseason, what are some of the things that your team is going to be focusing on in these last couple weeks?
I think this team is very special. I think we are well put together. We have a great vibe as a team, and just sticking together and playing our game and not worrying about anybody else, but just playing our thing and doing our thing.
Well, Billy, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. Once again, congratulations on being the new home run king at Mount Marty University.
Thank you very much.
A huge shout out to Billy Hancock for coming and talking with me over the phone earlier today. It was a great interview. It was great to talk with that man, both on and off air before and after that interview. It was a lot of fun talking with him. A very humble guy. He seems to really have his head on straight, and the Lancers need him as we are approaching this final stretch of the season. Once again, the Lancers have 3 opponents left. They only have a total of 8 games, and in baseball, that's not a lot. It's this weekend and next weekend. A day series, 2 games with Dort, 2 games with Jamestown, and then a 4-game weekend series next weekend with Hastings College, and that'll do it for the regular season. We go straight to postseason play after that in the GPAC tournament. This is KYNT 102.1 FM AM 1450. Let's take a break, come back with Allan Bertram, the head coach of the Mount Marty women's basketball program, as we talk about the off-season work that they're putting in, the recruiting going on. They've done a lot. They have added many pieces to this program, both transfers and freshmen, and we've got the details coming up next on KYNT.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
With a variety of crusts, sauces, and toppings, Pizza Ranch has legendary pizzas that will tempt every one of your taste buds. This is Annie at Yankton Pizza Ranch. From single toppings and create your own to ranch specialties, we invite you to come taste them all on the buffet or delivered to your door. Your locally owned Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway, 665-1222.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
United Way of Greater Yankton changes lives and improves our community by mobilizing people and resources to drive strategic impact in education, financial stability, and health of every person in the Greater Yankton community. United Way uplifts individuals and families every day with measurable programs that deliver long-term results. Make your gift United Way's Community Impact Fund, supporting over 65 local programs at yanktonunitedway.org/give or text Yankton to 41444.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
We were founded on innovation and a passion to help our customers. This is Chris Sawtell at Aztec in Yankton. We also want our employees to thrive and succeed every day. Our core values are more than something we list on a wall. We live them every day. We have openings in a variety of departments, sign-on bonuses up to $2,000, immediate benefits like retirement savings, paid holidays, bonus earnings, tuition reimbursement, and more. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by for a walk-in interview or click on careers at aztecindustries.com.
All right, we're back here on the Lancer Locker. Let's go straight to our interview with Coach Allan Bertram of the Mount Marty University Lancers women's basketball program. Allan Bertram is just now approaching the 1-year anniversary. I believe it's Wednesday, actually, is his 1-year anniversary at Mount Marty University. So less than a year later, We sat down and we talked with him. I was able to speak with him Friday. This interview was from Friday, as we talked about recruiting going into this season, going into this next season, everything going on with the program, and he had a lot to talk about. That interview now. Coach Bertram approaching 1 year at Mount Marty University and the Mount Marty women's basketball program. Almost a year under your belt. I just want overall thoughts, man. How you liking Yankton?
I love it. It's been such a huge blessing, looking back on the last year and from the time we first took over. It's been such a fun ride, and to be able to see the development and kind of where we started and kind of where we're now and the whole progression. It's just been such a blast, and you can't say enough about just the support system around at the university itself and how much they support our program and even all of Lancer Nation. It's been such a cool thing this past year.
I saw you even tweet out about the football program a couple days ago, trying to recruit for other programs. That's kind of special you see at Mount Marty. Other programs are recruiting for other programs.
Well, and I just, I look at how much work Coach Micheletti and his staff put in, and I get being able to be there every day with the coaches out in the university and how much they care about not just their programs, but just everything in general. You always talk about this as a coach. Like, if you want to have a successful team, you have to have a group of kids who want each other to be better than themselves. And so for us as an athletic department, like, I want our women's basketball program to be great. But if I don't want the other teams to be successful as well, then our athletic program's not going to be where it needs to be. And so if we can lift each other up and start to build each other up, and if we all want to support each other, that's when you're going to be at your best. And so, I just, for whatever reason that day, I was just thinking about, I had an interaction with Coach earlier that day and just saw how much they're working. I was like, people need to know that they're doing great things there. They really are.
I love that. Let's talk about your program now. Off-season work for Mount Marty women's basketball. What does that look like? What does your off-season look like in the spring?
Well, the girls are working so hard. Like right now, we're doing 2 days a week. Monday, Wednesday are our lifting days. And then Thursdays, we really implemented a whole speed and explosive training to our girls for athletic enhancement. And so that's on Thursdays. We're playing on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So our girls, especially Monday through Thursday right now, they're going extremely hard. We give them Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. It's always important. We want them to be students, and we want them to have their own time, especially when the season's not out. And heck, last week, the weather was so beautiful, we wanted to go out and enjoy it. So, but they're 4 days a week, they're going extremely hard, and they're putting a lot of time in and really focusing on the areas that after this season that we knew we had to get better at. And so it's really kind of a more specific focus on what we're trying to do with our training. But they're working really hard, buddy, really hard.
Let's talk about as we talk about the players on campus that are working hard, let's talk about some of the people that aren't even on campus yet. We want to talk about your recruiting class of 2023. We want to talk about your transfers. Let's start off with the transfers first. You brought in a couple of very big impact players. Let's talk about them.
Really special kids that are going to make our program a lot better. Haley Myers is a girl that a lot of our people in this area will remember from high school. She was an unbelievable player at Centerville High School, was a Class B All-Stater, averaged like 23, 24 points a game. She just was a great high school player. And the last 2 years at Bethany Lutheran University in Mankato, Minnesota, she's just been phenomenal. She was Freshman of the Year in her conference as a freshman 2 years ago, a double-figure scorer. She can do so many things. She brings a level of toughness to our team that we just needed, and a girl who can just flat out score the basketball. She's had several games over 20 in her college career. And so for us, it gives us a player that can do a lot of things. And then Kylie Cox, which is crazy. Okay, so she's coming from a JUCO in California, right? But she's a Laramie High School graduate. Yeah. So she's really a local girl, regional girl. Homecoming. It is, and she's got a ton of family right in the Sioux Falls and Laverne, Minnesota area. So really close to a lot of family. She can flat out shoot the basketball. Last year her second year at JUCO in California, she had hit 82 threes in a season. Wow. 126 career three-pointers at her junior college. And those are unheard of numbers at the college level. And so she brings something that we desperately needed, some enhancement on our outside shooting. Obviously, we know we got Kayla Martinez who can just flat out shoot it. But when you can balance the floor with a couple girls like that, it makes it really difficult to defend. And so we're really excited about those two, Tel.
Let's talk about your freshman class now coming in. I've noticed a lot of South Dakota athletes, area athletes in general. Let's talk about them. Who are some of the names that Lancer fans are going to get to know?
Yeah, we've got a great freshman class coming in. I think we've got like 11 freshmen coming in. Wow. And so Leah Williams, Class B All-Stater, played on they got third at the state tournament, but we're number one most of the year in the polls. Point guard, averaged 17, 18 points a game. She can do everything. And so just a great player, someone who's going to come in and be able to make a difference right away. Isabel Elwine from Huron. A lot of our Yankton fans will know her. They've played against her, quite a while. Another great outside three-point shooter. She is a prolific outside shooter. And so those two girls can play at an extremely high level and do a lot of things. One of the best players we got coming in, and a lot of people in this area don't know about, is Jaden Jensen from Jones County High School, Myrtle, South Dakota. Scored over 1,800 career high school points. She's a two-time All-Stater, led her team to a state tournament this year. 5'9", 5'10" combo guard, and she physically could come in and play right now. She spent some time with us last summer at our elite camp and stayed a couple extra days and played with our girls. And if you would have walked in the gym and watched her play, you wouldn't have known that she wasn't already a college player. So those three kind of highlight it. We've got some really good players coming in. But here's the thing I'm most excited about. Of those 11 girls, the cumulative GPA of those kids coming in is 3.83.
Of 11, it's 3.83.
Which is unheard of. And so when you look at that, it's not just the level of players they are. It tells you what kind of kids they are, the academic importance for them. It makes our university better. And so I'm so excited about this group. It's just a great group of kids. It's our program got a lot better this year with our recruiting class.
Coach Bertram, you've not even been here for a full year yet as the head coach of the Lancers. When you come in, obviously, as a head coach, you're always behind in recruiting. Mm-hmm. That's just how it works. And today you told me you're ahead for 2024. You've got a lot of 2024 students on campus already. Can you tell me about that? Like, what's that strategy like?
Yeah, and I always say with recruiting, once you get behind in recruiting, you are in trouble. You're in big trouble.
Yeah.
And so for us, one of the biggest things that we wanted to do early was make sure that we weren't just ahead, but we were way ahead. We've already had quite a few 2024 kids on campus already, including today. We got 2 more 2024s coming on campus today. We got 5 more next week. By the time school gets out, we'll have between 15 to 24 kids that have already been on our campus. And so what it allows us to do is to be able to offer early, which is important, I think, with your better players, to be one of the first people to give them an offer.
Right.
And also, if this is one of the first universities they've seen, and we do what we're supposed to do in regards to selling who we are, which is a pretty easy sell once you get to Mount Marty, it puts you ahead of the curve. And so for us, we're really excited. We've had some great players already on campus. And so not only ahead, but I would say way ahead. And then it allows us to really be able to start putting some pieces together early.
Well, Coach Bertram, I appreciate you for coming in today. I want one more question as we get into this off season. You got seniors graduating. Graduation's coming up. What was the team send-off like, or has that even happened yet?
It's been great, and what's crazy about that whole thing is people don't even get, like, when the season gets done with your seniors, a lot of times, they think, well, you're done and all that. And that happens a lot, especially at the high school level, because kids get into a groove and what they're going to do next. But, our seniors are so connected. Tuesday, Eve and Alana, we went out for lunch on Tuesday, and they're in my office still. Aubrey was in my office yesterday. It's so fun to see how connected they are. And to see, obviously, they're going to take all their next step of their life, but it's special because they're not just walking away. They still want to be a part of it. They're still there every day, wanting to still be a part of what we're doing. So I'm just excited for them in the next 3 weeks, very much so.
Well, Coach Bertram, I appreciate you for coming in and talking with me today. Off season sounds great. I am excited for October when you tip off again. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, shout out Allan Bertram for coming in and talk with me this last Friday. My name is Tel Tanner. This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT. Let's go ahead and take one final break. When we return, we'll finish things up from Yankton.
Started vaping at parties. It was fun. But then I couldn't live without it. I was hiding it from my family, even my friends. My skin was breaking out, couldn't focus, and I was spending a fortune on pods. Too hard to quit on my own. I was so addicted. So I called the Quit line. Coach Tara helped me get through the cravings. I'm vape-free. I couldn't have done it alone.
If you need help quitting vape, call the South Dakota Quit line at 1-866-SD-QUITS.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway. Starting April 1st, Explorers Credit Union is giving away piggy banks for youth accounts. Stop into any branch and pick one up for youth 10 and under. And once per year, Explorers Credit Union will match up to $10 per year in coins with a deposit in all youth savings accounts. Stop into any Explorers Credit Union branch for more information and to pick up your new piggy bank. Discover the difference. ExplorersCU.com.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and zero sugar. Sparkling ice. Tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration. The perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
Well, let's go ahead and finish things up here on the Lancer Locker on a Monday afternoon. My name is Tel Tanner. We are going to YHS baseball in just a couple of minutes, but first let's wrap things up here on the Lancer Locker with a look ahead at the upcoming schedule. First of all, we'll talk tennis. Mount Marty women's and men's tennis set to finish up their season this next Tuesday at Morningside University in Sioux City, Iowa. The 25th will be that one. But first, the Lancer men's tennis squad, who just got their first ever GPAC win, 5-2 over Hastings on Saturday, is actually playing today, Buena Vista University. I don't have results of that one yet, but we'll have them tomorrow morning on KYNT in the morning show, Totally Yankton Morning Show with Jeff Erickson. And with that, let's go ahead and go to softball here on KYNT. First off, the Lancer softball program once again playing right now. They tipped off or had their first pitch at 4 p.m. against the College of St. Mary. They're coming down to the wire on that one. We'll get you updates on that one tomorrow morning as well. They have another game at 6 down at Sertoma Field in Yankton. Doubleheader tonight, and it is youth night for the College of St. Mary Flames coming to town and the Mount Marty Lancers. Once again, coming up, they've got Midland University at 3 p.m. Friday this weekend in Fremont, Nebraska. They'll go to Seward on Saturday to play Concordia, and then they return to Yankton next Tuesday for a doubleheader with Northwestern College. Go to Mount Marty Baseball, once again, just getting ready to finish up their season. Only 3 opponents left over this weekend and next weekend. Friday, they go to Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa for a one-day doubleheader. 2 games starting at 4 p.m. And then Lancers finish up at home after that. They'll be back on Sunday for 2 games versus the University of Jamestown. And next weekend, 4 games at home versus Hastings College. A Friday-Saturday doubleheader beginning at noon and 1 p.m., I believe, are going to be. Or no, actually 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. on Friday. And then on Saturday, it'll be a 1 p.m., 3 p.m. versus Jamestown on Sunday this upcoming weekend. That'll be a 12 p.m. start to the doubleheader. Well, that's your upcoming schedule here on the Lancer Locker on KYNT. My name is Tel Tanner. That's going to do it for today's show. Once again, congrats to Billy Hancock being the home run king of Mount Marty University, and thanks to Allan Bertram for coming in and give us an update on the offseason for Lancer women's basketball. My name is Tel Tanner. This has been the Lancer Locker on a Monday. Up next, it's Braden Butler at Riverside Field at Yankton High School Baseball.